dysfunctional vet here. These are the saw blades that I just bought, and normally I have these somewhere else, but this is a storage container, shipping container, and unfortunately they keep falling over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a brace to hold them. This is a chunk of 4x4 square tube. I buffed off the inside, buffed off the outside, buffed off this flat. This area that's buffed off here is for my ground and nothing else. What I'll do is I will take a piece of angle iron and weld this onto here, top and bottom. I'll bore some holes in this so that I can hang it on the wall in there in the storage container, and I'm going to weld a piece of flat iron here to make sure that the blades can't spring off. That should take care of that problem with the things hanging there. Those blades are sharp. They will cut through cordage if that's what you're using. This was a good quick fix. This was just some scrap that was laying around. Now there's an edge. There's an edge right here, and I'm going to go ahead and weld that. I'm using 60/13s because this is nothing fancy. This pier that I welded, it is welded with 70/18s because this is a high carbon steel and I want this thing to be really strong. A 60/13 is a penetrator rod, but it's not usually considered a rod that you'd weld your normal stuff with. Let me go ahead and get this piece welded in, the piece over here, this piece, these holes, and I'll show you what it looks like. As we look at this thing, we have the inside welded here, inside welded here, right down here. Let me zoom in on this. All I did was melt that off and soften it up so that it wouldn't be a sharp edge. Now there's some sharp edges. Let me zoom out. There's some sharp edges up here, but I shouldn't be getting into those because I'll be dealing with the saws when they're hanging off of this. Now, I have not drilled my holes yet, and I still have this place right in here where I've got to put the vertical bar about 2 inches tall. And as soon as I do that, then I'll be ready to hang it. Prior to doing that, I'm going to go ahead and bore my holes in this while the plate goes ahead and cools off. It's right at 1/8 of an inch thick, and I don't want to melt the thing, so between welding passes I let it cool. Alright, you can see my hanger up there, and you can see how the stuff hangs inside. So it's up out of the way, it's off the ground. If I need to spray it with something like WD-40, I can. That is a wrap of making a hanger for saw blades for the HM, well, for the woodland mills.